So what do you call an alien with 3 balls?
No.
E.T. the extra testicle. Hi, welcome back to Virtually Real. This is Nico, and he's really good at getting things into tight spaces.
Very good.
Statistics indicate that
I literally feel like I'm watching like a video at work.
But any hole is not a goal. You need to fly through them in order. The radar will show you.
Oh, okay. Space break. I hope there is no time limit in this because this is the slowest docking you've ever seen in your life.
With your accent then, I thought you said this is the slowest dogging you've ever seen in...
Well, I suppose
That's another video.
that's for another topic.
Hey Nico, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, today you came over to play Space Docker VR.
Yes.
What were your first impressions?
Exactly as the title suggests. You're in space and you're docking things. And the premise might sound maybe a little boring to some people, but I was very excited. I like those kind of game simulations.
So it puts you in, you're working for the forked up Space Docking Corporation.
Yeah, and they're very forked up. Yep.
And they have a very cheesy...
Like introduction video, but they just nailed it because it's just perfect sort of corporate training video with a lot of like puns and things. So yeah, that was good. That was a nice touch.
Welcome to Fork Up Cargo Logistics, the leading handler of space cargo. As a part of our family of workers, you'll be handling precious cargo across the entire
Alright.
solar system. And when it comes time for docking, we know you'll fit right in.
Okay, what do I go now? Level select? Open level select. Okay, first day. Basic training for the cockpit of the Crate-Mate 4000. Okay. Where is the gate? I'm supposed to get through. I have lost every single bit of spatial awareness here. Close enough. Alright. Pull the brakes.
So basically it's a flight sim, and it's more about not being able to fly fast, although you do need to fly fast, but it's about being precise.
Yeah, it's like when you've seen those scenes in the space movies when they're trying to dock to the space station and they're like gently like moving like to the left, to the right to really just get the speed. And that's exactly what it is. And to just make sure you're in the right axis, the right pitch, the right yaw. And it's actually quite good, yeah, because sometimes the things aren't like level. You have to like turn around or like go like completely upside down to grab them. And there's enough like momentum and inertia and things to make it challenging, but it's not too much. Some games are too much. This was the right amount.
Oh, it's the pitch. Okay, yeah, what do you mean? Alright, and then down a bit. Alright. This is fun.
The crate now has to be ejected.
Oh, there's more work to do. Done.
Sometimes cargo may be sent flying away by a collision.
So the control system worked for you?
Yeah, it was quite good. Just like holding both joysticks and like to control again pitch, roll, yaw, and all the different like extra little things you can fire, little rockets to stop cargo containers from like spinning and things. And everything was pretty straightforward. I picked it up pretty quickly, and I don't like having to do too much with VR games. It just gets overwhelming. But this was just the right amount. Yeah.
And I know it's only a little thing, but I love the fact that when you have to make a selection on a button, it's just basically pushing your hand out to push the button.
Yeah, it sort of pre-selects for you where you're aiming. Yeah, it's quite nice.
Spin. Gonna wait for a good position. Sort of there. Alright, and now I can go and get it. Right, slowly but surely. There we go.
Well done.
Nicely.
You dropped your first.
Alright.
Eject it into the drop-off point like before.
Alright. Alright, you go down. Nicely done.
The tutorial kind of took you through. I mean, the first thing you had to do was fly through those rings, and then it just got more and more complex as you actually kind of built through it.
Yeah, funny thing is that like the first time I did the tutorial, I had to redo it because I completely spun out of, like, I had no idea where up and down was and everything. So they did the rings, which is the first level of tutorial, was actually the hardest, because once you know, like, the physics a bit better, but once you focus on picking up the cargo and dropping the cargo, I think your mind focuses a little bit better and you don't get, like, lost in space. That's easy.
Docking.
Alright. The next one. Alright. Oh, it's pushed it a little bit too hard. Okay. Alright, done for number one. Alright, number two. There's another crate somewhere else. Being a bit too enthusiastic here. Alright, gently. Yep. And drop it like it's hot.
As you were playing the game, I was watching, and there's the radar to keep an eye on.
Mm-hmm.
There's also your pits and when you're actually docking with stuff, because you've got to get it close to, not precisely on zero, but within a
close
couple
to
of
zero.
degrees.
Yeah, so you want 3 greens, which is, I would think how it works on space stations, how it sort of works on aircraft. You have your glide slope and things like that. So you've got to be, like, within those tolerances, and you have those 3 lights come up, and then you know which one to change if it doesn't. But yeah.
And then after you went through the being able to dock with some cargo, you also have the drop off the cargo where you had to line it up with the cargo ship.
It's
and
quite a
release it.
satisfying motion to, like, grab that handle and just, like, let go of the cargo and aim right, so it just goes into it. They did tell you, like, watch out, it might bounce out. It never happens. So I think you really got to be far for it to bounce out. But yeah, all the motions, everything was, like, just right for that.
There we go. Knew there was one here.
Looks like one of our crates has gotten stuck.
Oh no.
This happens sometimes with our packages. You're going to have to push it free.
Okay.
There it goes. Now quickly chase it down. You'll need to try to match its current speed and trajectory.
Oh no.
Once you've done
I was not trained for that.
feel natural.
The smooth jazz in the background makes everything. It's like, oh. It's like I'm gonna go back home to my space motel after my shift. That is tricky when it's moving. Whoa.
Well, I was just watching you do it, and you were doing it as you should, as a proper worker in space, lining it up and then letting it go.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a look at your first day of work where you had like 5 or 6 containers to get, which you did an excellent job getting and dropping off.
Thank you.
But then when we saw the leaderboard, you were like 900th in the world, and I looked at number 1 and 2, and they had done that level within a minute or 2.
What?
Yeah. So what I suspect is there's possibly a little bit of, if you've got the right inertia,
And you
can
just let go and it just goes in.
Yeah, from far away, perhaps.
Sort of like shooting at it, and then you know it's going to get in. You go and get the next one and do it again. Yeah, probably.
Because I looked at it going, how did they do that in a minute?
In a minute, because how long did it take me? Like 10 minutes?
Maybe about 10 minutes. Yeah.
it work. That's great. Other people are already...
Well, thank you. It's not other people's first shift, is it? One more crate. Okay.
job. Putting in a few extra hours of overtime really shows us how much you value your work.
Okay. Dock back out.
Congratulations on making it through.
Wow, that was a good shift. That is
Hope this helps ease
a lot of cargo. Didn't lose any.
Anyway, next
Everything went through.
we'll be handling live explosives.
Oh, live explosives. That's going to be fun.
It is what it is. First day at work.
Yeah. What
No
you
one
into?
died. I delivered my cargo. That's my KPI.
Somebody died. You set off a thermal nuclear explosion.
Someone did one, but I was confused where to drop off the nuclear heads. So
And look, this game offers the career mode, which is what you were doing, but it also does weekly challenges. It's got the leaderboard to kind of keep you interested, so you can kind of track where you are in the world and stuff like that. So a game that you'd find interesting to keep playing.
yeah, because again, I think the concept can be maybe off-putting to people, saying like I like train simulations and things like that are just not very fast-paced but precise, and this is exactly what it is. And yeah, I could see myself playing more of that and enjoying the different challenges, getting shown some like you have to be fast, or you have to like really stop the things from spinning, and all like go through like tight spaces, and yeah, it's fun.
Oi. Of course. That's not stressful at all. That's not going to end well. Nope. What is this?
This game is 18 Australian dollars on the store. Value for money.
Absolutely, at $18, absolutely you can play. It's kind of even like relaxing to play. Like just like go and pick up some cargo, drop off some cargo. Maybe if you can change the music and put your own music in there, just zone out for an hour, drop some cargo. It's quite like relaxing.
Well, we do this at the end of every virtual reel. One thumb for game, one thumb for would you buy. What are your thumbs?
Dude,
Okay,
had a good time.
I'm here.
Ugh,
The only reason I'm here, the game looks good. Watching you play it was a joy because you are our Superfly guy. You are any flying game you come over to play. Flying games just aren't for me. Nico did come over to play Dead Hook, and we put him on Dead Hook, and he got sick within
10 minutes.
Within 10 minutes.
I was
Now,
like, I'm going to bath my lunch.
I can play Dead Hook for like an hour or two and not feel anything. In these flying games, especially the space games, I get sick really. I kind of get the quease really quickly.
Nah, easy.
And also the pace of the game for me.
Too slow?
Way too slow.
It's my thing. Slow games.
It's like I give the game a thumbs up from a price point of view for how it looks and how it plays and how it controls. Brilliant, but it's
just not for you.
It's just not for me.
All right, fair enough. But double thumbs up. Absolutely up my alley.
Well, memberships are now live on the channel, so for the price of a cup of coffee every month, you can watch Nico's full playthrough of Space Docker VR, and not just Nico, but all my friends that come over to play, so hours and hours and hours of VR goodness. All that's left to say is thank you, Nico, for coming over and playing Space Docker VR.
Oh, thanks for having me again. That was good.
Thank you at home for watching. Stay virtually real. Bye.
Bye.
So, did you hear about the evil corporation that's trying to take over all the cheese in the world?
No.
It's called the Illuminati. Sorry, was that a cheesy joke?
All right. The man doesn't. You don't quit.
Sorry. Damn, that was a bad one. Okay, do you have one for me?
No.
You don't have one for me? Surely you've got a joke somewhere for you.
Oh, I had one today, I think, but it was really bad.
What about that one you told me the other week? Remember you told me the one, how'd you get a fat girl into bed? A piece of cake?
I did not say that.